fight.
Alrighty, continuing. Welcome back from D. How did it go? Got any more questions? Something about tunnels and consciousness I didn't really understand. The whole universe is already pre-built as a tunnel system. The consciousness is there, it always will be. We all share the same consciousness. Does that mean the future and past exist at the same time? Yes, everything exists at the same time, and your consciousness, is moving through the tunnels and is time itself. But why? What else would you do? Just be without time? Without matter or purpose? It gets boring quite fast. Does that mean I'm alone? Well, in a sense, yes. It depends on how you define it. As a person, no, you're not alone. We are all here, but all are also one as consciousness. You are alone. Always have been, always will be. How do I know what's real? What really is real people, like everything else in 4 dimensions, are tunnels, but you experiencing this are very real. So is anyone else. Everyone is experiencing at the same time. I'm confused. One thing to remember is that this universe is vastly more enormous than anyone could imagine. Or well, quite ironically, this universe is the universe imagining itself. It's actually impossible for a person to comprehend the wholeness of the universe. Only when you've reached the state of wholeness, you being everything that is, can you comprehend what you truly are, how everything works. Have I not reached this state at some point? Well, yes and no. Dee made more sense that time than she did the last time. Kind of, yeah, she did. Even though I gave her kind of like the ravings of a madman when she talks. As a human, no, not even close. Being a human is only a gateway to a higher consciousness, an understanding of yourself. But at an infinite number of other occurrences, you are the wholeness, have experienced yourself as the wholeness you are. How do you know this? Well, I am you, sort of. Like the memory you left behind from previous trips in the universe. You've recorded everything you've observed and thought about, concepts you've discovered, and so on. So you are my diary? Sort of, yeah. And this is how far you've written so far in this cycle. Cycle? Yes. Each cycle is determined by how long it took for you to discover your true self, then forgetting about yourself and simply starting over. Sounds kind of pointless. That's pretty much the point. Saying that the universe is your life as a point is quite pointless in itself, as a point or meaning is something completely subjective. And to be able to hold a subjective opinion, you need to be a self, a person or a being. As your true self, you are everything, not really a self or a being. So the state is supposed to be pointless. Well, you see, it's not really that simple. When you reach that state, everything, and I mean everything, will be clear to you. That's completeness is a static point of being that, well, can't be put into words. How do you know all this? Because we've been here before. You and I, but I'm only giving you hints to the way there. That's what's the fun of spoiling everything for you. I'm more here to make sure you don't stray too far away from your path. What happens if I do? Not much. You can't really do much harm other than to yourself, in the sense that you might get into an unpleasant place where nothing makes sense and you're terrified. Let's just say it's far from fun. Like a psychosis. Exactly! And we've been there many times. So you're here to make sure I don't go insane. Let's not go that far. Insanity itself is not always bad. What is sanity to you? Not crazy? Did you notice I asked what it means to you? Again, it's something subjective. There is no objective sanity, so objective insanity, it's all in your head. Well, in your current subjective experience. And some insanity can be good. Yes. If sanity for the current generation of the human race is being unhappy and work until you die, only to buy stuff that doesn't make you happy, then that sanity might not be healthy or good. Likewise, if choosing to live in nature, enjoying every moment as it is, meditating and appreciating life is insane, then isn't insane quite good? I guess it depends on the individual. Exactly. So I'm only here to make sure you don't go down a path that will leave you in a state of deep depression, as some lifestyles and choices will inevitably do. You can, however, completely ignore all my advice and stray as far away as you want. You will, however, never be able to escape what you are. So I'm a prisoner of myself. Suddenly I feel claustrophobic. Yes, quite ironic, isn't it? The vastness of everything, the infinite number of possibilities the universe provides, and yet we sometimes feel like it isn't enough, like we are trapped, doomed, if you will. I need to adjust this. You are in no hurry. Take all the time you need, this life, the next, as many as you'd like, until you feel like reaching the state of complete bliss. As you once said, maybe it's better to live in sleep, in constant dreamscapes. What is reality, anyway? I couldn't have put it better myself. Okay, well, off you go to the next adventure. I should be a voice actor. I frequently dream about catching rabies. It's starting to frighten me. I'm already afraid of water. I can barely control my movement and impulses. I'm highly anxious, paranoid even. Sometimes I can't sleep for days at a time. I experience memory loss and I keep drifting in and out of consciousness. Any hallucinations yet? I don't know. It's hard to tell at this point. Wait, who are you? There's a reason why I love this game, and this is it. Oh no, not this part. I hate this part. Fuck. I hate this part. Give me a gun. Okay, come over here. I want the high ground, dang it. Come on. Come here. I said swing, dang flubits. Just die. This is why I said this thing goes monochrome when you die. Give me a gun. I want a gun. I hate using an axe. I was slowly being pushed off the box. By what? I do not know. Come here. Come here. Stop getting stuck on shit and come here. Well, you're stuck on shit. Well, that was nice. Surprisingly, this is going a lot better than the first time. Ah, fuck. What Twilight Zone have I entered to make this possible? It's kind of eerie, actually. I only got one swing on me. Sweet. Come here. Come here. Come here. Okay. Bullets. Lots of bullets. Give me all the bullets. Give me the damn gun. Die. God dang. He did not want to die. He had life. He had fight. He had life. He had... God. Damn it. And now this is the part that I'm going to get royally fucked on. I know it. Just shoot him in the head. Shooting in the head always fucking works. So well. Oh boy. This might be fun. This might be interesting. It's going to be so fun. Okay. Ah! That sucked. There's blood everywhere. I mean, ketchup. It's ketchup. It's fine. Everyone's fine. No, it's blood. It's fine. No, I wanted my health back. Well, at least I got some ammo. So I'll take it. I'll take all the ammo. Yay! Okay, that wasn't actually as hard as the first time I did this. That took forever the first time. Like, holy crap. Duh! Jesus. Can I shoot you from here? Oh my god, I can. But is it worth it? Probably not. When you sniper the shit out of them. Okay. Oh, there's blood dripping from the ceiling. How cute. Did you really just say how cute? Well, that's me in a nutshell. That's fine. I love how they hold their heart when they die. It's kind of funny. And there I am again. This is why I go by Miss Solis, because I am. It's fine. Oh, I didn't need that. For a minute there, I lost myself. I lost myself. Very pretty. I like the colors. Hello. Oh, I'm in the safe. Sweet. I don't need help. Pick up these guys. Hi. Jackdaw. Don't get any closer. Wait, your eyes. You're not one of them. Them? It's a long story, but those red-eyed people, they're cultists. What? It's actually people I know, knew. Long story short, a stranger came to our village. Seemed okay at first, but then he took more and more liberty till he pretty much started controlling the people. Why would you let him do that? We didn't! Or most of us didn't, but somehow some of us thought he was right. He was loud. He seemed to have all the answers. And anyone who would object got made fun of or threatened. You'd think people would see this as some sort of warning sign, right? Apparently not. Sad. What about the red eyes? Exactly, I got suspicious. Something felt awry when more and more started following him, so I followed them at one night. He gave his followers something, a powder or something. I'm a bit of an amateur chemist, so I took a sample of the powder and did some experiments. I administered the substance to some rats, and they seemed to follow one of the sober rats. At one point, the new rat leader attacked one of the other sober rats, and the whole zombie gang jumped on it as well. It wasn't a pretty sight. So how do we cure them? I don't know for sure, but I have an idea. Well, for some of them, I think it's too late. They've probably gone mad from the amounts of substance abuse, but there are others who are just now being forced the substance. There might still be time to save them. So here's what I'm thinking. The chemical makes them obey given orders, right? Well, it doesn't make sense to me that they would only follow his orders. I think we can tell them what to do as well. So what if we tell them that they have free will? They don't have to follow given rules anymore. They are free to think for themselves. It's still an order, but if they obey it, they would be free. That's what I hope, at least. Sounds risky, but let's try it. Okay, take the rifle. It has a long-range scope, so they should have an advantage from this point. So take down the cultists. I'll leave the village, but leave the villagers. Please, come cover me while I'll go down and try to cure the villagers. Okay. Oh, it does have a scope. But I'm unable to click when I'm in this version. Okay, I literally can't do anything. I'm clicking the shit out of it. Bloody hell. That was close. Like, fuck.
Hi, Bunny.
Oh. I got fucked up by a bunny. God dang it. I'm so dead. Well, that helps a lot. Okay, I think that's everyone. She looks like she's drooling. Yes, everyone survived, and they seem to be able to recover fully. I can't believe it actually worked, telling them that their free will, that they can choose to follow that one glimpse of impulse to their hands and completely break the spell. It will be possible for a while before they are in full possession of their own senses, though. Wait, you hear that? The airship! I can only take 9 clips at a time. That fucking sucks. This is the cult leader's airship. He had this lab in there. Let's confront him. Give me the rifle and I'll cover you while you enter the ship. I'll join you once the cultists are taken care of. Sounds like a plan. But I have to admit, I've never fired a gun before. Can you give me a quick rundown? Thanks. I'll keep that in mind. I won't let you down. Okay, let's do this. Go in, and I'll be right behind you when you've made it to the cult leader. Okay. Thank you. Fucking thing. As bullets just come flying. Thank you. Hello. Bonk. Bonk. 2 bonks. Shit. Hell are these? Ah. Hello, hello. Hello, goodbye. same. The person most in control is the person who can give up control. What the hell? What have you done? Me? What have you... What? You drugged the... Blah, blah, blah. So you figured it out, huh? Well, let me at least explain myself. Then you might see things differently. It all came to me long ago. I was but a kid. Back then, I realized how much pain and suffering we go through as humans. We are born into this world scared, alone, abandoned by God. We don't know our purpose here. Every moment we choose something, we are anxious because we don't know what entails from that decision. What if my decision, my action, causes someone else to suffer or even die? So each time we make a choice, we know we may be guilty for bringing pain to others, even ourselves. Get to the point. It's more complicated than that, but okay. I was drugged by someone. Something she said, I did, without thinking or even brushing the thought. It was amazing not to have to make the decision. I couldn't be held accountable for any of my actions. Because they weren't my actions. My body, my mind acted on its own. This is the most beautiful way to live. None of these people suffer. They don't do anything wrong in their eyes. They simply follow directions by, well, It was for the greater good. You have to see that. They tried to stop me. Us from this utopia where we're going to build. We couldn't let that happen. You have to understand that was unethical. The way I see it, I just became a martyr for them. They didn't have to make tough decisions. I made all those calls for them. Sure, killing others might not be the best of practices, but I assure you, it was the only way. Cerebral is part of our lives. I should end. Well, please, don't force change on others. Change yourself instead. You're right. I could have just let them choose for themselves. It's not up to me to carry the burden of others. Just thought, I'll let you go, but don't do this again. Thank you. I'll take my leave. Hi, Jack. I saw you let him go. I hope he realizes he will learn a lesson and not terrorize people again. Do you know where the exit is? I saw this huge, strange gate in the sky earlier. We might as well take this airship there. Sounds like a plan. Join me at the tavern? Thanks, I will. I really need to get out of here. Too many bad memories attached to this place. Woo! We're flying a ship. Hi, bro. We're actually flying the ship. That's awesome. And away we go. This is nice. This is relaxing even. This is actually really fun. Okay, and the gate's over there. Just gotta make a couple more turns. The Okie Smokies. This is a very pretty game. honestly. And very mind-boggling too, like holy shit. I think that's why I kind of like it, actually. Come on. And there's the nether portal. Woo! And enter the Dreamscapes. Woo! And we're back at the tavern. Woohoo! Let's go talk to Jack. Hey, can't stop thinking about the event in my village. What about it? Well, if someone can control a small number of people like that and still do much damage, imagine how terrible a whole nation would be. If converted into a narrow-minded mindset attacking anyone who disagrees, it's sickening. What can we do about it? Not much, I presume. We should encourage people to think for themselves, even if we disagree with their opinion. But the problem lies in the fact that some people aren't allowed to think for themselves. Everyone should be allowed that simple privilege. True. Well, we can't change the world. We can only change ourselves. Hopefully that'll be enough. Damn, this game is relevant. Holy shit. What do we got? You're back. Did you experience anything interesting? I'm not losing control and regaining it. Ah, yes, the important lesson. There's a constant battle in this universe, in the dimension, between two poles, the very rigid logic that moves the straight lines without questioning its path or purpose. When we have a chaotic or free pole that moves more fluidly, both are necessary for life to happen. If we only move with extreme logic without free will, we will move between 0 and 1 forever. On the other hand, if we had full control, we would be at a state of pure chaos. It's like turning on a TV without a channel on, constant noise of randomness. The sweet spot is somewhere in between. We were where we allow the rigid logic to persist only to override it from time to time. Now we have a moving pattern that tries to move back to its rigidness, but only to be pushed away again and again. Humans, for instance, have a heart that follows the rigid flow, and a brain that moves more erratically. You follow your heart, but think out a path with your brain. I think you've lost me. Wouldn't it be the other way around? No? I don't know. Anywho, sorry, I sometimes get carried away, not realizing people might not fully understand what I'm trying to convey. I used to have these dreams, well, visions almost, dreams in which I had no control whatsoever. At first, I panicked. I struggled to break free from whatever prison I was in, but I couldn't. I couldn't move. Couldn't move an inch. I was without a body, floating around on a set course with repeated itself. It was like a roller coaster with divine beings and insights along the way. It was strange, and no matter how much I tried, I couldn't get off the roller coaster. At the point I had given up, I realized I was probably going to be stuck there forever. And that's when it happened. I was free from the experience. It's like that whole lecture was about free will, how we take it for granted, and it can only exist between a fixed logic in a fluxed chaos. Interesting. Has the opposite ever happened? Visions of full control? Yes, it happens, but usually I get a pre-made scenario where several outcomes can happen. As with the no control scenario, you won't get out of there until you've explored several outcomes. For instance, you get to be put into position of a commander on a battlefield. Depending on the choices you make as the commander, your army loses or wins the battle. If you lose, everything rewinds and you try again and again and again until you win. Sounds like a game. It is! Pretty much everything is. What do you think about it? All a game really is a set of logical rules, or free will to choose a path in those logical rules. Winning or losing is not really concrete or real. It's just a subjective argument that you've completed the game, and mankind has had plenty of games throughout history. Well, it's just to pass time? Was it just a pastime, or is it a reflection, or even an understanding of the universe we are in? Could this experience be a game? More ways than one. Who knows? Anyways, I've kept you long enough. I'll open the door for you. Let's hope your next experience is a good one.